need to add another video game soundtrack or two to my rotation. If anyone has any recommendations, I'll gladly take them on. There's something like the Witcher soundtrack I could add. Witcher 3, that is. I've heard it a lot on some other people's streams, so I might be worn out on that. I'll probably put in some nostalgic soundtracks like EverQuest or World of Warcraft or something like that. Or maybe some Diablo 1 and 2 soundtracks. Mulligan this thing. Blah. Forlander? I don't even want 4 lands. This is already a mulligan. Or mulligan again. Oh no. Keeping it. Second leads landing. No thank you. Should I even show my opponent? He's playing mono blue. Divinity Original Sin 2. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Thank you, Diego. What is Divinity Original Sin? Is it like a turn-based RPG a la like Baldur's Gate, or am I completely off the mark on that? Cool. Well, in terms of our curve, pretty good. It's just once we get to 3 mana and player Banish Marshal, we'll have no other follow plays. A Djinn, we can attack into it with Banish Marshal, with our Danto Vanguard. I think we're bringing in all the baffling ends. That's all that I can think of right now. Don't think I need to call Leona Guard. Merfolk Trickster is annoying because it turns off the indestructible from a Danto Vanguard and stuff like that and taps my creatures, but that's all it's got going for it. Is there a point to play Dauntless Bodyguard before attacking? If he has double Merfolk Trickster here or something. He might Merfolk Trickster me regardless, just to tap a creature. I'm just gonna do this. I might need my Lifelinker to survive a turn. He could just like Essence Capture this if he really wanted to. Don't see a whole lot of reason to do that. If he Essence Captured this and played a Merfolk Trickster, that'd be pretty good. If he Merfolk Trickstered, say, a Danto Vanguard, and then Essence Captured the Dauntless Bodyguard, putting a counter onto Merfolk Trickster, that would be lit. No, he went this way, okay. Could still easily have a Trickster here. Hey, Stone Life. Flipping the landing. Something's happening. If it's a Trickster, I think he should have used it already. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have let Leeds' landing flip. He can turn off Banish Marshal. That would then allow him to eat this lifelink creature. We are playing Best of 3 constructed with a white weenie deck in sort of non-ranked regular events. This ones have a cost of entry, but they give you prizes. So my opponent has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I could shock myself in order to create a token. That seems pretty good. And I will block the Trickster if he attacks with it. I'm gonna lose next turn to this Air Force, so... Oh. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess I should go to 1. It's not like you can flash in an additional point of power once he's already declared attackers. And I don't think I win by blocking here. He's leaving the Tempest Djinn back. Well, that actually does change the math, and I should make a soldier if he doesn't attack with Djinn. Unless he has another Merfolk Trickster to tap the token. No, okay. So yeah, now he is attacking. Don't even get a choice. think this would have been pretty easy if I didn't mull to 5. But who knows? We're just talking about video game soundtracks. Stone Live, I need to add 1 or 2 more to my rotation. Do you have any recommendations? I've gotten received. So right now I have Mass Effect, Halo, Child of Night, Bastion, Donkey Kong Country. I can look at the thing instead of just trying to remember. Mass Effect. The second main phase, Curious Obsession. Okay, is a blocker and a Pteramander who can not flip. And we're dead, because I can't kill him. Can only gain 2 life. He'll just kill me in the air. Go to the next game. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I also have Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I could throw in, maybe I will, add Skyrim. Deus Ex, God of War, Ori and the Blight Forest, Battlefield 1, Journey. Yeah, I got a pretty good selection. I'll add, I think I'll add Skyrim. Alright. How do we defeat this opponent? Probably Baffling Ends. Probably Deputies. This is a non-bow that I should hopefully never bring in to call the Honor Guard plus Deputy. Is it poor Snubhorn Sentry yet again? I can reliably... My opponent can't really kill my stuff, so I could get to City's Blessing if the game lasts that long. But I don't know if the game will last terribly long. Unbreakable Formation is also not super important. The only end of the battlefield triggers he might have are the Merfolk Tricksters, which can be annoying, but they're not that annoying. And the and maybe Fairy Duelist. Fairy Duelist can be annoying, but again, I don't think I want to cut much for a 1/3 is essentially what this creature will be. I think I like cutting Unbreakable Formation. Could just cut the Hunted Witnesses. Try that out. Don't think I want negate. It'd be like, I use a Baffling End, he spell pierces, I negate his spell pierce and hope that works out. That seems pretty loose. Let's go with this. A lot of reactive. Stone Life came up with a soundtrack. What do you get? Hit me. Let's play this Skymitre Aspirant. We can make it indestructible with Dauntless Bodyguard. Will I trade with like a Pteramander? Immediately. Probably not. Given the Benlish Marshal. Will I trade a Dauntless Bodyguard for Pteramander? Yes? Yes, I think I will. Here's the Storm has one. Yeah. To remember what the Heroes of the Storm music sounds like. I could probably throw that in the bunch. So if my opponent goes like Curious Obsession here, that means Benlish Marshal is resolving. And I'm hitting him for like 6? If he goes second? Oh, okay. He can't block. Yeah, he has to attack. I think I'm just going to Conclave Tribunal this sucker. And 3-for-1 him. Next turn I can go for a Marshal. I'll tap whatever. Bye, friend. Alright. Now if he goes for like... Okay, don't worry about Mistcloaked Herald. If he has Essence Capture for my Benlish Marshal, that's obnoxious. think I just go for it. Doesn't have it. Good. They only play like 1 or 2 copies of that card. Not close to City's Blessing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So I'll just attack now. See if he tricksters me. Tapping the Bodyguard. Do I want to trade Aspirant for his Trickster? Not really. Don't think I do. It's my only flyer, and flyer is important against the deck with mono flyers. Curious Deception on the unblock guy, sure. So I've got 8 permanents. I can get City's Blessing this turn if both the Dental Vanguard and Conclave Tribunal resolve. If I draw land, then only one of them has to resolve. Another Herald. Alright, creatures are going to resolve. It's possible the Conclave Tribunal can probably still resolve, it just may not, its effect may not resolve. Because if he has Dive Down, he can cover his Mistcloaked Herald. Alright, now, it looks like everything that I want to resolve shall. Another Benelish Marshal? Jeez. I can play a second Benelish Marshal and then tap all my creatures to Conclave Tribunal this thing. Could just play a second Benelish Marshal and hit him for a lot. I like that plan. That's 12 points to the old noggin. Double block the Aspirant. Take 8, go to 8. He's nowhere close to flipping Terramander. You got the Spotify playlist? I'll have to find it on either MP3 or iTunes, but that's good. All right, take an 8, going to 8. He can either bounce my Benelish Marshals or deep freeze them, but at this point, they're kind of doing their thing. Come on, opponent. Let's resolve these blocks. Kill both creatures. I could have sacrificed Dauntless Bodyguard there, but I thought it was worth it just to do the damage rather than keep the flyer around. He's got 4 cards at hand. I'm assuming some of them are Spell Pierce and Dive Down and sort of reactive junk like that. Croc says his draft deck went 0-3, but got a Gullish Shrine and 2 packs out of it? Well, no problem. I guess it was ranked draft, and you got like the random prize draft. Triple Terramanders, eh? I guess I just attack with all and play double Danto Vanguard. See if he... no tricksters. How's he doing on spells? He's got 2. So next turn, if he spends all his mana, he can flip. Yeah, it's not happening. 2 Adento Vanguards. Good luck, opponent. All right. You built a terrible gate deck. You had 2 Gate Colossus and a Ram. You tried to build 5 color gates. And how many gates did you end up with? I'm going to guess 6, and then you end up with a real bad deck as a result. Got triple 1-drop and a Benlish Marshal. It's got a Conclave Tribunal. I think we can keep this, but it's a little slow. Good. Drew the land there. Let's lead with Aspirin. Just gonna suit him up. Does he have the Curious Obsessions? He does. Attack you. Definitely gonna go for 2 1-drops here rather than a Danto. Want to make my Conclave Tribunal more castable. You can't Spell Pierce creatures. Clearly has a Spell Pierce. Based on the pauses. Doesn't have a wizard, so unless he just leaves 3 mana open, he won't be able to counter Benlish Marshal if we should happen to draw our land. Interesting if he just taps out for a 3-mana creature. The, what's his nose? The, Jin. Because then I have 1 removal spell and I have to pick whether it's the, the 3/4 or the 2/2 that draws him a card every turn that has to get removed. Got a Terramander. Okay, we drew our 3rd land, so we can Benlish Marshal here. Could also Danto Vanguard for his Conclave Tribunal. I think we go for Benlish. If he has Essence Capture, then bully jolly good to him. Alright. That's good. Making my City's Blessing unattainable. There's a Jin. Well, try a Conclave Tribunal here. Where do I have to click? We're in the bloody middle of the thing. That's gonna get Spell Pierced. Yep. I have no attacks. Take hit for 7. We're dead. We are dead. He'll draw 3 cards by the time I get to try another Conclave Tribunal. Yeah, don't like my odds snacking. The Essence Capture. Big deal. The Alexander Hayne list only had one copy. So couldn't really not play the Benelish Marshal there, I didn't think. We'll play it first. Yeah, we'll keep this. Get to go Bodyguard into Vanguard, Vanguard. Loxodon. What? Oh. I see a breeding pool. We have all the Vanguards. Next turn we can just play a Loxodon or just play a Vanguard. I guess we just play a Loxodon. Oh, new plan. We play a History and attack with a Vanguard. With both these guys, you have to be real careful about what phase you're in when you go to click on them. I think you can Z back some of this stuff. So he goes Jade Light Ranger, gains 6 up to 21 and has a 3/5, then we're set. I think I want to get Loxodon. No, he's not a knight. Why do I keep thinking this guy's a knight? These are knights. Benelish Marshal's a knight. Okay, he's gained 6, he's at the 19, he's got a 3/5. And there's a Chupacabra on top? Does he have another black source is the question. Looks like he must. So I guess I'll just play some Adanto Vanguards then. Yeah, I can go Adanto Vanguard, Legion's Landing, and Venerated Loxodon, so I guess I'll do that. Who am I going to put counters on? Probably the Knight. Yeah, the 2 Knights, this Knight, and these 2 dudes. Seems good. Got a great big board. He's got a 3/5. Next turn we're going to attack for a lot. Doesn't he have to shock himself? How lucky. I assume he Chupacabra's my Loxodon, but maybe Chupacabra's the Dauntless Bodyguard? No, it's Loxodon. I don't think he can really afford to attack this turn. Meanwhile, I'm sending everybody except maybe this 1/1. So these two are 5/5/5 5/5. Maybe I can send the 1/1. That's the only good block he'll have. Everything else can kill a Wild Growth Walker. So he could like block here, and then chump and take 15, go to 4. Yeah, I think sending this Vampire in is just fine. This is 4 total mana to use. I think I'll just play another Adanto Vanguard here. Oh, these only have 4 power. Okay, he has a decent block on a Wild Growth Walker. I would put a Wild Growth Walker in front of Adanto if I were him. And then like Jade Light in front of one of these Knights maybe. I don't think you want to block too many Adanto Vanguards. You be thinking. I never used that. Clearly I'm thinking. What else could I possibly be doing? Math is for blockers. was a little happier with his attack when I mistakenly thought my Danto Vanguards had 5 power. Alright, he's going for that. Save this. And he takes 10. Goes to 9. He needs a Lodgwith Walker and nothing else. I think I just played a Danto Vanguard. And I'll just play this land tapped. Sure. If he plays another Jade Light Rain, well, Branchwalker's good. If he has another Branchwalker here, then maybe we don't beat him. Does he have Find? Is he finding right now? You could find back Jadelight Ranger and Chupacabra, and that's pretty good. We know he's drawing a Branchwalker next turn. Yeah, it is Find. Man, if we can get rid of this Wildgrowth Walker with a Conclave Tribunal, oh. Or just play something monumental this turn, like a Benlish Marshal or something. Land, not what I was looking for. So let's swing with the squad. He can eat 2 knights, maybe. Interesting. He's going to try and kill me, is he? I'm going to take 8 here, go to 7. Actually, if I do that, I would die. No, I wouldn't die. I'm getting life here, and I'm making a Danto guy, so that's fine. Because he can now have a 7-power creature next turn. He's going to gain 9 life. He'll be at 11. Maybe he'll screw up an attack with Wildgrowth Walker, huh? Maybe? Got Druid, that's getting binned, I assume. And, oh. Find Finality, which he can cast next turn. Didn't draw Conclave Tribunal. I think we're hooped here. Don't even want to keep the Danto Vanguards alive. But if I don't keep them alive, then he doesn't even have to Finality me. I think I'll keep 1 alive. There you go. He Finalities me. I make a dude. Because if I didn't do that, it's possible you can just like find back Jadelight Ranger and play like Chupacabra or something if I just have this crappy board out here. Hostage Taker, my guy, eh? Interesting. That I was not expecting. He plays it. He has a 1/1, that's just a 1/1. That was interesting. I think my opponent may regret making that play. Because, like, I kill him with a Benlish Marshal. That's not that, unfortunately. Here comes Jezreel's host. Well, I'm just gonna attack with everyone. You can't save a Danto Vanguard. I think he now is forced to finality next turn anyway. I think I'm just gonna go for a Danto. I suppose I could play another landing. That way... Yeah. I could play like landing bodyguard, and then he can't just find back Jadelight Ranger. Like if he finds back Jadelight Ranger and Branchwalker, he can gain 10 life and have... He can go black, black. Green, he can only gain 6, go to 7, and have 3 blockers. Oh. I really just want him to cast this finality, get that thing out of his hand. If he just plays Chupacabra, kills this thing, I just have 3 1/1s against a 2, 3, a 7 Jezillion and another thing. We'll play Dauntless Bodyguard and protect the knight. Okay, finally casting it. He's indestructible. He's gonna put the counters on Hostage Taker. I probably would if I was him. Yeah. Maybe he'll attack with Hostage Taker for some reason. Man, this is so greedy. If I rip a Conclave Tribunal, I kill you. No such luck. Okay, we'll play a Legion's Landing. We'll play a Danto. I have to chump the Wild Growth Walker here. Hey, would Takali of Honor Guard have been good this game? I think the answer is yes. Well, that's a bummer. That Adanto is how I was remaining in this game. I have to chump here, which means Conclave Tribunal not an out. Double Benlish Marshal is interesting. I could triple block Wildgrowth Walker if he has nothing. Vivian Reed can blow up my Legion's Landing or something.
That beasts are much more reliable than
He's still dead to a Conclave Tribunal. Please. Under Witness, not a Conclave Tribunal. Attack with all. He just eats both Benelish Marshals and loses a Chupacabra, so all my creatures are dead. And he still has a Wildgrowth Walker and a Hostage Taker. That seems terrible. Play a Hunted Witness. If he draws nothing for the turn and bricks on Vivian, I could win.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
That is not a brick. That's 6th life. And there's Hydrid Krasis on top of his library. 9/11. Oh, and a Chupacabra? Alright, we're done. So close. Alright. Get in here. Cards. Baffling End. Think about it. Can't beat a 1 HP guy. Nope. Too bad at the game. I think Benlish Marshall is so committing. The Miser's Benlish Marshall. I think I like locks it on. Well, maybe I'll do a split. 3 locks it on 2 Benlish Marshalls. Try that. We can go Aspirant into Aspirant, and then the turn after, like, locks it on, and then holding the gate. It's pretty decent. Obviously, if he just goes turn 2 Wildgrowth Walker, and J-Light Ranger, J-Light Ranger, J-Light Ranger, then we die. But, hand's pretty great, aside from the Explore package. If we don't draw another land, and we don't draw another 1-drop, / creature we can play, we're in for a real rough ride. Okay, have the land. Let's go for the... So it's Loxodon v History. If Loxodon could make these things attack through a Branchwork, I'd be more interested. I think I'll just go for the History. And the next turn I'll Loxodon 4 creatures and have Negate available. Or next turn I'll just Johnny if I draw 4th land. What's the average length of a single Magic the Gathering game? Plaguecrafter? You brought in Plaguecrafter? What do I want to sacrifice here? Probably the Knight token. Well, Knight token, maybe that Aspirant. Because the Knight token with Loxodon will be able to attack through 2/1s. Let's go Legion's Landing. Plaguecrafter, get out of here with your Plaguecrafters. How much do I have? City's Blessing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will. So I could attack with a Flying Aspirant unless I put a counter on it, but I think I want to put a counter on it, so. Putting a counter on the creature rather than... I didn't answer your question, I don't think Stone Life. I think an average MTG game, it can vary. It could vary wildly. But I think, MTG Arena game, I think like 5 minutes, maybe. It's hard to say with no round timers. But yeah, I think, depending on the deck, both you and your opponent, could be around 5 minutes. Big Knights. And he doesn't even have 6 mana, so I don't have to hold up Negate, but I don't have any other plays anyway, so I guess I will hold up Negate. Who do we want to make indestructible? I don't know, play Bodyguard. We'll make the Flyer indestructible, don't care about this Vampire. Actually... Now I'm regretting this. Too late. Because I would be... see, this is a mistake. I would be flipping a Danto this turn, and I could have just played into Johnny. I should have not played the Bodyguard. That was a mistake. Yeah, I'll negate that. He's 2 lands away from a finality. I'm gonna kill him before... yeah, I was gonna kill him before finality happened at this pace. Alright, not punished for my mistake. He brought in Plagcrafter. Is Plagcrafter likely going to stay in his deck? Or is he going to realize how bad that card is against me? Oh, let's do this swap instead. Kali Honor Guard also turns off Plagcrafter. There's some Takali Honor Guards. Sadly, I can't keep the 1-lander. I think we have to keep this 6 with a Scry. Unfortunately, bottoming a Planeswalker. Don't think I have any way to shuffle. He kept a full 7 here. I'm assuming some Wildgrowth Walker shenanigans will happen. Takali Honor Guard? No. Let's play our Vanguard. Does he have the Jadelight? Oops. Force Swamp Mana Base? Could Blood Moon me. Cast down. Now we're gonna have histories. Let's not attempt any wacky double blocks with a cast down in his hand. Okay, I was worried that was gonna be like a hostage taker. So, he's gonna hunt. He's got a Jadelight Ranger on top. So even if we rip a Takali Honor Guard, we can't play it because they'll just get casted down. If he had more than 4 power, I would have blocked with the Dent of Vanguard and give it indestructible. See, there's the Honor Guard. But I can't play it when he's got a cast down up and at him. Next turn he's going to Jadelight Ranger a second time. Maybe I can bait him into trying to deal extra damage to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So I'll attack. He might block. Make me pay indestructible and then try to cast down my guy. To deal 8 to me here and put me to 6. No. Yes. Still gonna do it. Okay. Will I do it a second time? I just wanted the cast down out of his hand. Do I care enough about this Adanto Vanguard? Yes, I think I do. It'll kill his stupid Branch Walker. At the cost of some life. So now I play Takali Honor Guard, so this Jadelight Ranger does nothing. No, he's just got a Contempt. Well, I had to go for it. Now I can triple block Wildgrowth Walker if he attacks this turn. Yeah, I'm doing that. I lose 2 creatures, and I take 4, go to 2. But I get rid of this Wildgrowth Walker, who's a huge pain in my behind. He left me a Vigilant creature? Not sure if I like that. Dent of Vanguard's gonna have to trade with this Jadelight. Land. Okay. Ooh, Johnny. Attaboy. I can get back to call the Honor Guard. No, I can't. He's exiled. I could get back. Come back. Come back. I could get back a Sky Marcher. Nah, we'll just plus. Actually, I'm dead to Finality.
I understand you are in need of support.
If he has that. Hope he doesn't have it.
Strength is born of struggle.
Please don't Finality me. No, I'm not. I'm not dead to... Yes, no, I'm exactly dead to Finality. He'll have 2 power J-Light Ranger after the -4/-4 and the 2 counters. Please don't Finality. Okay, it doesn't have Finality. You can kill my History Battalion or something. Whatever.
Wild doesn't feel the wrath of Scala.
I get to kill Vivian. Because I get to put counters on all of them.
See in yourself what I see in you.
Vivian, Vivian, Vivian.
Let's do this again.
I'll just play this Vanguard. Now we have to fade. We have to fade a Hydroid Krasis. That doesn't matter. Cancel that. You don't want to attack like that. Definitely just plussing again. This thing's already got some toughness. I guess I'll put counters on these fellas.
Deliver us to victory.
No attacks. Don't want to lose to 1 removal spell. I need to ult this Ajani to have a chance. If he Hydroid Krasis me this turn, I die. If he Hydroid Krasis me next turn, I probably die. If he Vraska's Contempts or Assassin's Trophies my Ajani, I die. Finality? Pfft, who cares? I relish it. Do I get greedy? Is ulting enough? I probably have to ult.
I brought some friends.
Okay, we're gonna make 3 1/1s with lifelink every turn. We'll beat a Hydroid Krasis. Because we'll gain 3 life. Glad I ulted. He had a Vraska's Contempts the very next turn. Yikers. Oh, and we get to flip an Adanto here? What a delight. So now we're making 4 1/1s with lifelink a turn. Soon we shall overwhelm him. Guy can't even beat a guy at 2 life? On Sarah's wings. I'm gonna be playing some more Modern in paper this afternoon, so I will be closing the stream at about an hour and a half from now. Maybe an hour and 45 minutes or something. Gotta keep practicing that Modern. If I don't know, if I got rated by Huey Jensen with 2,500 viewers and every one of them subscribed to me, then I would just take all that money, reinvest into Magic the Gathering Online, and build my deck on Magic Online and play Modern there. But given that that's not likely to happen, I'm gonna just keep playing Modern in paper and having to not practice in digital formats. Let's play first. Ooh, this hand is spicy. It's got the triple 1-drop draw. Lead with the flyer. Needs some City's Blessing to really get this thing going, but we're gonna have a turn 3 Venerated locks on. And if he's mono blue, I'm liking where we're at here. I'll just Dauntless Bodyguard this guy. Swing. And play the Snubhorn. Let's see if he's... Well, there's no opt. I think he's mono blue. Ugh, does he have an Essence Capture here? Or a Merfolk Trickster? Essence Capture is such a beating here. How many? They have 1 copy. Definitely gonna get... Cue the Essence Capture. Quench? Some lists play Quench too. Okay, doesn't have. Doesn't have it. I would be so upset if I got quenched. So, if he's mono blue, I don't think you can possibly beat this draw. You got a Trickster. Congrats. How is my City Blessing? I've got 7 permanents right now. This will be 8. If I draw the Adanto thing. And if he plays just like the 3-4, that could be annoying. I can only attack with Venerated Locks on into a 3-4. There he is. Tempest Jin. Tempest Jin. I'm forgetting the name of this dumb card. A Benelish Marshal would be great here. A Conclave Tribunal would be great here. Dental Vanguard, it's okay. I'll just play Plains. So we're 1 permanent away from City's Blessing. I'm alright if he double blocks here. Could kill a Tempest Jin. Next turn, Snubhorn Sentry will also have 4 power. And my Skymarcher Aspirant will fly. He has a Wizard, so regular old Wizard's Retort is 2 mana. I don't think he can afford to attack with anything. Yeah. Oh, baby. Well, he probably has a counter for this, but still an insane draw. Play the land. I could play around Quench. Let's play around Quench. By shocking myself. Play this, it'll get countered. If he counters this with an Essence Capture now and puts a counter on Tempest Jin, that would be sad. Okay. I could attack with Loxodon, Snubhorn Sentry, and Vanguard. Is there a point attacking Vanguard? I'm basically locking myself into taking 4 damage because he'll just block with Tempest Jin, I assume. If he flashes in another Trickster and turns off Snubhorn Sentry, that would be annoying, but it's whatever. If I attack with a Adanto Vanguard, he blocks with Tempest Jin, and he flashes in another Merfolk Trickster and turns off a Adanto Vanguard. That would be annoying. I don't think he has a Trickster here, because I think he does it pre-combat. Do I think he has to block Tempest Jin on a 4-4 this turn? I don't know. Like, there's also the option of attacking with everything. Then he eats its Skymarcher Aspirant and blocks like a 3-2, and he takes 8, goes to 5, and I have... He still has a Tempest Jin, and I have 3 creatures. Let's try this. Oh, it's an opt. That's a little odd. He could, like, block a 4-power creature and use a dive down to keep his Tempest Jin alive. He's taking 10, going to 4, and I'm losing these 2. I'm assuming this is getting dived down. Opt. He needs creature here. He topped. Okay. Topped with opt. Another Djinn. Dauntless Bodyguard making Snubhorn Sentry indestructible is pretty sweet. I could put him to 1, but I think I'll just trade a Snubhorn or trade a Dauntless Bodyguard for a Tempest Djinn. Or another dive down. That's another dive down. So 2 dive downs down. To down, down. I think I'll just attack with Snubhorn Sentry again. A Merfolk Trickster turning off Snubhorn Sentry, like I mentioned before, is bad news. Another dive down is bad news. Boo. Well. If he has a Wizard's Retort, he can probably start attacking with 1 Tempest Djinn. An Aspirant. He could turn the corner real quick if he finds something that decides is sufficient. I would have probably, if I was him, I probably would have attacked with 1 Djinn with a Merfolk Trickster as backup. I think I'll block that with my Dental Vanguard and give it indestructible. If he has another Merfolk Trickster to turn off the indestructible after the fact, then good job he. So I lose my Dental Vanguard, but denies him a card draw. I can't, yeah, no point in spending even more life. Oh, yeah, oopsie daisy. He didn't let the indestructible resolve before he did the second Merfolk Trickster. All he had to do was let my indestructible resolve, then cast the Trickster. Yeah, so now it got to survive. That was pretty sweet. So I have another Sky Marcher Aspirant. I'll probably trade this Aspirant for Merfolk Trickster, rather than keep taking 4 damage. He doesn't have to attack with that Trickster, he just has to attack with 1 thing to prevent the Curious Obsession from falling off. But if he's going to attack with anything, it might as well be the 3/3. And now he's got 2. Now there's 2 of them! Just the 1. Do that block. Oh, come on, deck! Now I'll do the 4 life block again. Come on, deck. It's probably the last time I could afford to do to spend 4 life. Because now these are both lethal. Okay, we gotta go for win. Kill one of his flyers, attack with everything. Does he have the counter spell? Why didn't I draw you the previous turn? Okay, so now these are lethal. Both of them, so they both have to be chumped. So I guess I will go, if he attacks with everything, I'll chump, block, take 4, go to 2, and then hope to rip Benlish Marshal off the top. And him to have no creatures and no counterspells. I think the best block is actually just attack with 2 Tempest Gens, leave back the Merfolk Trickster. That leaves me with no outs. Well, it's leaving me with outs. We'll block here yet again. Nope. Still alive. I just jump, and I die. Oh well. Maybe trading in my... At one point I traded in my 3-2 for one of the Tricksters. Maybe that was a mistake. Who knows? Bring the Baffling Ends. Bring in the Deputy. That's it. Don't think I want the Takali Honor Guards. So that's 4 cards. Don't think I need the Unbreakable Formations. I've done the sideboarding before, and I can probably cut the Hunted Witnesses. Yep, let's do that. That was indeed a, what is this, Ack? Blinky 5 Ack? What a brutal, what a brutal way to type a emote in. Blinky 5, prefixing all of my stuff. There's been 4 Blinkies before me. Ugh. Come on, Kai Storm. Come on, White Weenie. You're supposed to beat this opponent. I'll keep it. It's got some removal spells. Thing is, you can't just jam removal on the first creatures you see. Your opponent could have a lot, and it's really once they have a... Once they've put a stupid Curious Obsession on the creatures when you actually feel the need to count. Okay, well, drawing the Venerated Loxodon was insane there. Because now we'll have actual pressure. Here we are again at a... Does he have Essence Capture position? Please don't have it. Okay, he would, if he had it, he would just jam it. Oh, damn it! He does have it. He hesitated. Ugh. Merfolk Trickster's also pretty good because it kills a Danto Vanguard. Fairy Duelist is also pretty good. Alright, he could have waited on the Trickster to kill Vanguard in combat. I'm just going to offer the trade with Aspirant here. So you're going to use a dive down? No. Okay. This is an interesting game. Okay, if he has So I just start using Baffling Ends until one of them sticks on this stupid thing. Actually, Binlish Marshal can allow Danto to attack. New plan. If he obsessions the Tempest Djinn next turn and has... If he has Dive Down as his protection spell, then he gets me, but I beat a Spell Pierce reasonably. I'm assuming he's got Dive Downs. More Djinns. The hair on my Jinny Jin Jin. And they're both on defense. Well, let's try... No matter what, we'll be able to resolve a Baffling End this turn. On one of his creatures. I don't know. That one. So he dive downs that. Baffling End the other one after the dive down. Sure. Not. You got it, dude. Yeah, you have a point. So instead of doing second dive down, or sorry, second Baffling End, I should use Conclave Tribunal tapping both my creatures because I wasn't attacking anyway. Good point, Scarred for Life. Nice catch. This turn I could go like Loxodon. Could I go History and Loxodon? No, that's 1 point short. I could go History and Conclave Tribunal. Speaking of mana efficiency. That immediately resolved. So that means it doesn't have a hard counter. Let's try Tribunal here. Yeah. Does another dive down? It's got nothing. Alright. What would he have had? Merfolk Tricksters? I don't know. Let's jam this. I don't think I want negates. I like playing in counter war against a guy who has Spell Pierce with my 2 mana counter and like no blue mana. I think I just don't want to get... In order to bring in negates, I'd have to cut like creatures or something. I don't want to do it. Don't want to get too reactive. Our key advantage is just having a wide board of creatures that all have relatively large power and toughness that mono blue is not very good at dealing with. And there's squeezing in 1 or 2 removal spells along the curve. I'm keeping this. Do I lead with Snubhorn so that Dauntless Bodyguard can make it indestructible? No. Now that I have additional Dauntless Bodyguards. Probably gonna have to use Baffling End at a turn that he has tapped out. If he just goes Curious Obsession Storm Tamer here. Okay, good. No Storm Tamer. He started Storm Tamer is a wizard, and so he could have good old-fashioned counter spells here. We have mono Dauntless Bodyguards, meanwhile. Is this getting essence captured? Wizards retorted. Sounds good to me. really want this Benelish Marshal to resolve next turn. No, nothings. Don't really want to cast Benelish Marshal into 2 open mana at all. So, I'm just going to attack with 2 bodyguards here. Maybe trade one of them for a Storm Tamer, maybe trade one of them for a Merfolk Trickster. Maybe Merfolk Trickster will come out first, and then I can Benelish Marshal second main. Got to dive down. Still has 2 mana for Wizard's Retort or Essence Capture on this Benelish Marshal, so just gonna play Snubhorn Sentry. Alright, he's attacking. Implies to me he's going to play something post-combat. It's made a stop for myself unnecessarily. Just attack with my bodyguard. Tap some mana, you bastard! Play an Aspirant. Oh well. If neither of us are tapping mana, I'm winning. So, that's okay. If he plays a Tempest Djinn with a mana open, then I get to resolve Benelish Marshal. If he plays Tempest Djinn with no mana open, I get to Entrancing Melody it. Okay, sorry, Baffling End it. He Entrancing Melodied my dude. Sure. He's nowhere near City's Blessing himself. Now I get to resolve Benelish Marshal. And another Aspirant. And my Snubhorn Sentry can start attacking. Don't think I want to trade Dauntless Bodyguard for his Aspirant. Yeah, I don't want to lose. Let's not do that because I'm at 8 permanents. I really want City's Blessing for Snubhorn. So yeah, let's not lose any more permanents if we can avoid it. And I'll probably play Benelish or Baffling End next turn, particularly if I have another permanent to finish off this City's Blessing. I'll lead with the End, because I can pay for Spell Pierce if I do that. Straight up negate. Alright. Still not quite there. Could attack with Benelish Marshal and trade for both things, but again, City's Blessing, we're so close. And losing my Benelish Marshal is probably too high a price to pay. So next turn, pretty sure we get City's Blessing with almost every draw we can possibly have in our entire deck. Unless it gets countered. And it's a spell. Another Entrancing Melody on something would be annoying. It's a land. Yahtzee. Merfolk Trickster turning off some things could be annoying. I think I can attack with Bodyguard again. I think I'll leave Benny back. Benny the Jets over here. Benny and the Jets. Muted VOD. Yeah. Not bad. He gets to kill an aspirant. Yeah, it's pretty good. His board's dead. Does he have a Djinn? No. Well, he escaped that one. Is that 4 wins? Regal Bloodline. Oh, that's 5 wins. 5-1. Phew. Let's get our GG game, indeed. Let's get our 2 rares and 1 uncommon. Looks like one of our rares became gems because it was a Ravnica Allegiance card. A Golden Guardian. This card is very confusing. Every time I've seen it in play, I've been very confused. 4 mana for 4 mana for a 4/4, and for 2 mana you can fight another one of your own creatures. And doing so, you need to fight something big enough that Golden Guardian would die, so it has to be a 4/4 or larger, or Death Touch. And then if you do that, this card will return to the battlefield, transform into your control, become a land that for 5 mana total can spit out another 4/4 every turn, or tap and add 2 mana of any one color. Interesting, very interesting card. Very interesting. And shield there. There we go, over to 5,000 gems. Got some gold. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and windmill slam the subscribe button above to see more like it in the future. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me streaming Magic Arena every weekday morning at twitch.tv/BlinkyMTG. Hope to see you there.